I don't even know why I'm doing this today. I'll get into that in just a moment, but let's just get started. And of course, to begin, I was about to say we spin the wheel, but let's get the mail first. Okay, so let's spin the wheel. Bowser's Galaxy Generator. Okay. Oh, I'm already there. No, I'm trying to... There we go. Wait, but won't I see the credits again? Oh well. The wheel has dictated that we do this. Here's day 24 of Eternatus. What's going on with my game? Oh, there we go. We are very close to getting the first candy. And also, would you believe that today I got this? My second shiny Galarian Zapdos. Now you can see on the picture on the left that there is no Pokeball on screen. I was actually very close to failing this shiny Zapdos, even though they are damn near guaranteed catches. See, Pokemon Go is a hot, glitchy mess. And it's like, the more you play the game, the more it begins to break down. So every now and then, I have this bug in the game where the Pokeball just doesn't show up. Sometimes, if I'm patient enough, the game will fix itself. The Pokeball will reappear, and then problem solved. But sometimes, the Pokeball just does not show back up. And thus, I have to reload my game. Oh, damn, you dodged it. And this was one of those times where the Pokeball did not fix itself. What the? At least they made it to this little dandelion thing. Respawns, because if you messed up just like I did... well, then you may have just been screwed. So yeah, me reloading the... What the hell? How'd that happen? Me reloading the game at that moment was not an option. So my game was glitched out. I am still able to throw the Pokeball though, even though it doesn't show up on screen. However, another issue that came up, I was in a pretty bad Wi-Fi area. See, I was just coming back from dinner. And, well, for some reason, the neighborhood just outside of home, it's a very bad network service. Oh my god! So, my game was bugged out. I was in a pretty bad network zone. And then, when I golden raspberried it, and I threw a regular Pokeball, it said network error. Now, in my experience in playing Pokemon Go, when it says network error, it usually means you've caught it. Usually. It doesn't always mean you caught it. So that's been my experience. If you ever see network error in your Pokemon Go when you're trying to catch something, the more Pokeballs you throw, it's not going to change the outcome. If you keep throwing Pokeballs, you're just going to waste your items. Oh, that's right. I forgot there was an item box up there. So, yeah, whenever you see network error in Pokemon Go, oh crap. I recommend just exiting from the catching screen. You may have to wait a minute or two, you may have to wait a while before you see it in your Pokemon inventory, or it may appear right away. Though that's just been my experience. Now, thankfully, when I got home, I reopened the game, I checked my inventory, and yes, I did catch it. This is now my second shiny Galarian bird, being a Zapdos. How'd that happen? You know, it's like, can I get something else? A shiny of any of the other two would be nice. Anyway, so yeah, So, why shouldn't I even be playing this tonight? Well, first of all, I started playing this earlier today because I need to work tomorrow. I was originally supposed to work today, but then I was told that they weren't going to open today. See, the new job, the store, it's being renovated. I think I mentioned this before. Maybe. I forget. The new job is doing renovations for some reason. And they only have 3 days to get all the renovations done. They have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get the renovations done, because Thursday the doctor's going to be in and the appointments are going to happen. So you have to be done by Wednesday. Or rather, you have to be done by Thursday. Wednesday you have to finish. Oop, wrong timing. So I thought today, on Tuesday, I would still have to go in, because my job today, had I gone in, would have simply just been to just sit in the back and, you know, answer phone calls, answer emails, book anyone for an appointment if they call or email or even come in saying they want an appointment. Help anyone with pickup if anyone did happen to come. So that would have been my job today, had I gone in. But then I was told that they're going to close today, like they're going to close business today. The store is going to be still open because they need to actually do the renovations, but in terms of business, they're going to be closed. So I was supposed to go in today, but then I was told, no, don't. So instead, tomorrow, I will be going in. So once the renovations are done, hopefully by tomorrow, I will also help clean up the store. Clean up the store, put everything back on the shelves. So that's why I got today off and I'll be working tomorrow instead. So because I had today off, what did I do today? Today, my friends and I, we went to the theater and we watched Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not going to talk about the film today. However, I just want to mention that, so, we went to the 120 screening, because that was one of the only times that had space. The other theaters that we usually go to, they had no space throughout the whole day. So we went to a different theater, not too far away, a little bit further away, not too far away. We went to a different theater. So we got there for the 120... the 120 showing, which is like, let's say 145, because you have to account for all of the trailers and the commercials. And damn, this is a long movie. Because we finished at like, I don't know, anywhere from like 4 to 4:30 maybe. And damn, I felt my head begin to hurt throughout the film, like near the end of the film. But then after the movie was done, we went to the nearby mall to grab lunch at like 5 in the afternoon. Oops, I didn't know I could skip that. So yeah, we went to grab lunch afterwards. my friends, they ate Jimmy the Greek, and I was actually debating, do I get Jimmy the Greek as well? Because damn, that food smell good. But I decided to eat Popeyes. I decided to go to the food court's Popeyes. Well, Jimmy the Greek was also the food court. But I decided to eat Popeyes, and I think, while Popeyes is good, I think this will be the last time I eat Popeyes for a while. Because I got the deluxe chicken sandwich with the combo, and that shit came out to $19 and change, whatever. So, damn near $20. It's like, damn, $20 for a chicken sandwich, fries, and a drink. It's like $20. My friends got Jimmy the Greek. They got rice, chicken legs, a salad or whatever, and then like ranch dip, and all of that was like 15 bucks. Oh, right in the chin. So I think this will be the last time I get Popeyes for a while. Because while their food is good, while I like me some fried chicken sandwiches, it's kind of too expensive, you know? So then, after that, we went our separate ways. I drove home. I felt my head throbbing as I was driving home because my headache was getting worse. Anyone else get headaches whenever they go to the theater, or is it just me? Something about sitting in a dark room with a very bright screen and very loud sounds. I don't know, that just always gives me a headache. You know, I enjoy the theater experience, but I just always get headaches whenever I watch movies. That's not the case at home, though, because if I need to, I could always just... I can control the volume. I can pause to go use the bathroom, right? I can turn down the volume if it's too loud, like, you know. But yeah, as I was driving home, I was coming ready... What? I was getting ready to come home, rest my throbbing headache. Pop a Tylenol, the liquid fast relief gel capsule. And then as I was coming home, I got a phone call. Oh, Dad's gonna eat dinner with his friends tonight, so it's just gonna be us. We're gonna go out for dinner. Man, a part of me really wanted to take a Tylenol for my headache and then take a nap. But whatever, I did pop a Tylenol. It did take a while to take effect, but I do feel much better now. My headache is pretty much all but gone. Yeah, my headache was gone, but I had no energy for the rest of the night. Like, I was so tired, I was borderline nauseous. Because with a headache and in a swerving car, because my brother-in-law was here, he had today off as well, so he drove my sister and I to dinner with my mom, because Dad went out. So in his car, still with the new car smell, and it like shrugging back and forth, it's like, damn, I almost threw up. Me personally, I do not like new car smell. I hate it. People just can't get enough of it. But me, I just can't stand it. I do not like new car smell. And then because I ate the Popeyes so late, you know, around like 5 o'clock. I wasn't too hungry at dinner. We got pho. And I had an entire beef bowl to finish myself. I did eat like damn near all of it. But like damn. It was full to the point where you could have thrown up. And then we walked around to get some groceries. It's like, man, I'm not feeling that great. But I feel a little bit fine now. I feel better now. But yeah, I had a headache, which is pretty much all but gone now. I felt a little nauseous. And I felt no energy. Like, I was just completely exhausted. Damn, all I did was go to the theater. Peach or Rosalina, who are y'all choosing? You already know my answer. Despite Rosalina being literally twice my height, I still would.
Yes. Thank you.
How come we never got Lubba playable in a Mario Kart? Is it because she doesn't fit in one of the carts? Well, we finished the game yet again. But we still need to do this like one more time, because we still need to unlock the green stars, and we need to defeat Bowser again to do that. And getting this Comet medal should mean that we have the Prankster Comet for Bowser's Galaxy Generator, which means once we do that, we can also do the Chimps level in Slimy Spring. Nice, you completely missed. I wish you could turn the cameras in these moments. And you know what? We're in Supermassive. I don't think we ever even saw a place that looked like that in Supermassive. Mario needs to stop chasing Peach, I swear. Me personally, I would go for Rosalina over Peach, but that's just me. Peach clearly friend-zoned Mario. Well, it's not. It's kind of not Peach's fault. It's Nintendo's fault because they're too kid-friendly. But it's like, you know, even kids want to see Mario and Peach hook up. Even kids want to see them together. Mario has a girl right in front of him, and it's clearly a baddie. I mean, let's face it, damn near every female character in Mario is a baddie.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
You saying Toadette's a baddie, you weirdo? Hey. He didn't even deny it. Alright, let's just jump right in. Jump right back in. We have more mail. Didn't I just save you? Oh no, we don't get the Prankster Comet right away. Do we get it for anywhere else, though? No, we don't. Oh, I thought we would get it right away, unless... Okay, no. And also, let me just check one more thing. How many stars do we need for this? 100. So, not quite there just yet. Okay. That's one. And number two, let's spin the wheel again. Alright, let's go beat that block. Well, what's everyone up to? I don't have much going on. I just got work tomorrow in the morning. Just got your paycheck today? Nice. You bought Pragmata? Heard it was good? I almost bumped into that wall. Which platform did you buy it for? Steam? Nice. Ooh! Barely had a platform to jump off of. You get your paycheck and immediately spend it, huh? I do the same. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought 3 games within the last week. I work full-time, get $1,000 a paycheck, and don't have bills yet. Not bad. By the sounds of it, not bad. You know, we've been getting a lot of prankster comments at the galaxy we've been at. Granted, it's at a McDonald's. Thankfully, I'm not the one who puts the fries in the bag. I don't know. People say it's like a laughing joke to work at McDonald's, but like in this world, you'd be lucky if you could find a job at McDonald's. If you work at fast food, I automatically respect you for the bullshit of a job it is. I can only imagine. How often do you deal with those idiot customers? You know? Like, I hate to, you know, bring attention to this, but you see all of those, like, idiotic people online who just harass fast food workers. Have you seen any of them? Ah! The harassment stuff, not yet. I did run into a crackhead doing drive-thru though. Why did I do that? Well, I just sacrificed Yoshi there. Whoops. Oh, the last one's over there in the corner. Why'd the camera change on me? Also, a few Karens. We get Karens quite a bit here. You would think people would just be civilized, but no, that's just too much to ask for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no prankster Comet yet. Back to the wheel spin. Didn't I already do Fleet Glide? No, that was the, No, I did Wild Glide. I didn't do Fleet Glide yet. No. No, 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 no. You ever been to Five Guys and you see them, the way they put the fries into the bag? Like, if you order a burger with fries, which is absurdly overpriced at Five Guys, by the way, they're good, but they're way too overpriced. You ever see them scoop up the fries with a paper cup? And then they genuinely scoop more fries and dump them straight into the bag with the cup of fries. You ever see them do that?
Yes.
Because if you're just gonna make a mess in the bag, if you're just gonna add fries into the bag on top of the ones that are in the cup, why even use the cup? Just put the fries in the bag. And, ooh, can't go up when you're with Fluzzard. Don't crush me, don't crush me, don't crush me, don't crush me. There we go. Oh my god! Alright, never mind. Did I get someone who... wait, I did get someone who harassed me, and he tried to go into the grill area and make it himself because he kept saying his friend... I can't read it now, it's too dark on the screen. He kept saying his friend wanted a McChicken and said his friend's... what? And it's gone. Said his friends discussing and then got mad when he served it to his order when his ass... What? When his ass and his friend wanted a McChicken, then when he got mad that mayo was on it, he didn't tell me his friend didn't want mayo, and he got super fucking pissed, like he was about to run into the grill area until my ass kicked him out in the balls. The manager took my side. W manager. You see, I wish I could just, like, tell these annoying-ass customers off. I wish I could yell straight into their face, and if the law didn't prevent me, I wish I could do much more to them. But then, there's so many things to be afraid of these days, you know? Not only do you get afraid of being, well, not only do you get afraid of losing your job, right? Because that's a bad look, or whatever. I mean, it's like, man, I don't get paid enough for this. But you also risk, you know, run the risk of, these days, getting recorded, being put online, Yada yada yada. My manager deadass yelled at him and banned him from here. It was funny as hell. W manager. Man, you wouldn't want me to be the manager. Because I would go off on someone every day. Or maybe you would want me to be the manager, I don't know. Because if I was the one in charge, it's like, yo, you mad Root, get me your manager. Oh, okay, one problem. I am the manager. What you gonna do now? I don't know, depends if you're yelling at me or the customer. Oh, no, like me? Me as the manager is like, ah, you good, you do your thing, right? You get the job done. You know, do your thing. But if a customer is annoying as shit, it's like, man, someone about to feel my wrath. You give my workers a hard time, you already about to get an earful. You give me a hard time, I'm gonna make you never want to come back here. I can't wait to become the manager and say that when a Karen comes in. Grab the damn fruit! Thank you. But guess what? I'm the manager. Yeah, well, if you were the manager, then being the manager also has a lot of downsides too. Well, there's a lot more work for you, one, you know. Sure, the manager may get... Oh my god. Sure, the manager may get paid more than the average worker, but that's a lot more work for you. You actually need to manage. So it's a lot more work for you. And also, if anything does go bad, like if you genuinely have a bad staff member, well, then that's all on you, right? Kinda. The blame will come back to you, like, god damn, this employee mad rude. Where's the manager? You know, like that. So being the manager does have its own risks as well. I almost ran straight up face first into that guy, and I almost died. Most of the time, I just run into a bunch of dumbasses doing front... What? Doing front... Someone deadass said, "What are fries?" He said that after I asked if he wanted it a meal. You see, the thing I've learned working retail is... people genuinely just don't have common sense. Ooh, that was close. But Hightail Falls it is. After he said, "What are fries?" I lost my filter and said, "Are we dead ass?" Human interaction just sucks. You know, speaking of which, so what really makes me sad in this life, aside from knowing I will absolutely be dying alone, is the fact that I see these videos online of just boyfriends playing innocent pranks on their girlfriends. And then the girlfriends get so combative, so angry, so offended. And then I saw this comment, it's like, if a guy reacted that way, he'd be in handcuffs. And you know, it's like, I can only hope, I can only dream to meet a woman who doesn't act like that. And I think you know exactly what I mean when I say act like that. Like, we have these stereotypes online, alright? And let's be honest for just a moment. There's a reason these stereotypes exist. Before you say something like, you shouldn't believe stereotypes are true, you know, those are offensive. It's like, well, they exist for a reason, right? Pattern recognition exists. Like, if they didn't... If these traits weren't commonly observed, then they wouldn't... The stereotype wouldn't exist for a reason. Anyway, so... What I'm trying to say is, like, I see all these... well, I see how they react. Oh my god. 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 Get back to land. Get back to land. Ooh, that was close. So, like, I can only hope I don't meet a short-tempered, angry, like, quick to anger, doesn't really think things through woman. Like these, like, common stereotypes online. And believe me, I already witnessed that enough. I witnessed that plenty. Because, I'm not gonna lie to you folks, my mom and sister are exactly like that. The stereotypes you see online, my mom and sister are exactly like that. So I deal with that enough in my life already. I can only hope to meet a woman who's not like that, but I know deep down that's never gonna happen. I'm not saying that women like that don't exist, I'm just saying I'll never meet a person like that. I'll just never meet that person. Well, you also gotta take into account all women are like that. The short-tempered stuff. That time of the month. Well, that's kind of different. The time of the month thing, that's kind of different. Because the hormones change or whatever. And you know, I also have a genuine question, like a genuine question to all the women and men out there, like a genuine question. When guys have short hair and girls have long hair, like, what exactly is the reason for that? Is it like animal instinctual, or is it like societal? You know, like, guys are raised from childhood to have short hair, versus girls are raised from childhood to have long hair. Now, of course, there are guys with long hair and girls with short hair, but majority of guys have short hair, majority of women have long hair. It's due to testosterone? Well, like, but women could cut their hair, and guys can keep growing out their hair. So I'm thinking, like, is it instinctual? Like, is it like some sort of, like, animal instinct that we humans have for women to keep their hair long? Or is it, like, societal? You go out in public, you see damn near every woman have long hair, so you feel like you need to have long hair. Same goes with guys. Notice how Mario doesn't sink. It actually consumes him. It spreads to the rest of his body. Oh, that's right. I should spin, because if I stomp them, I don't get coins. Oops, I need a bullet bill. I find it ridiculous that Daredevil runs don't even give coins. Coins heal you, but even if you get hit, you can't grab a coin and heal yourself. You know, it's not like... let me think. What was it? Was it like... Oh, which game was it? Either the Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask? There's a crouch stab and ISG. You just die in midair and you grab a heart. So, like, what? You're afraid that if you die in midair, you fall into a coin? You'll bypass the challenge? I find it ridiculous that you can't even get coins in the Daredevil runs. No, power crouch stab and ISG, wasn't it? Whatever, I didn't need the 1-up anyways. Okay, what'd you say? But mostly from culture. Oh my... Well, at least I got the checkpoint. And I can get this. So, no harm done, aside from a little bit of my time wasted. Remember the Mario series Bowser Jr. amiibo that I believe Mario Party Star Rush teased? And they never released an amiibo for Bowser Jr. like that? He only has the Smash series amiibo. No? Well, look it up. I guess just look up Mario Party Bowser Jr. amiibo. You'll see it. Oh my god! I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'll be cleaning the store. I'll be putting everything back on the shelves. Thankfully, I won't be alone in doing that. It'll be me and 3 others completely reorganizing the whole place. The schedule you have is weird. Do tell. How's it weird? You know, for a contraption called the Boomsday Machine, all this thing really does is spit electric balls, and that's it. And it also just inhales clouds. For such a big, intimidating machine, all it really does, in terms of attacking, is firing some very slow-moving electric balls. 12 to 8, Wednesday to Friday. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, and for Sunday, 8 to 4. Oh, I thought you were gonna suck me in. Pause. Anyways. So, damn, you work the morning shifts. Oof, that's rough. I think I would rather take the afternoon to night shifts, just so I don't have to wake up early. Because starting at 6 a.m., you gotta wake up at maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. just to get ready. Ooh, I could not. It's hard enough for me to wake up at like 8 in the morning for my new job. Well, a noon shift on Wednesday to Friday. But still, like, yeah, like you said, your schedule is weird. You have noon Wednesday to Friday, and then you have such early mornings the other days. Well, I've explained in the past how weird my schedule is. I have 3 jobs. Only bad part from my opening shift is I have to go home at 8, shower, eat, brush my teeth, and go straight to sleep, or I just pull an all-nighter. Damn, that alone has no room for anything personal. You can't game, you can't watch shows, you can't do nothing. The struggle's real out there these days. So I work 3 jobs. I have this brand new job, of which I'll be doing full-time by the end of the month. Because my coworker's leaving for her pregnancy, so when when she leaves, then I will do full-time. So anyways, so I have this new job. I have the family store. And then I have 1 part-time job a week. But as of this moment, I don't need to do that just yet, because, you know, summer break. They said it's not as busy during summer break, so they'll call me back when school season starts up, and hopefully it gets busier. And if you're... oh, shit. If you're gonna be like a friend of mine who argues that the family store should not even count as a job, well, if you follow that logic, then my sister works 0 jobs. So I have these 3 to juggle around. My sister, she has a lot to deal with these days with her pregnancy and trying to, oh shit. Trying to, you know, move out with her husband. So, do you get paid to do the family job? Yes, I do. And that's something I try to explain to my friend as well. If I'm taking time out of my day, and I am going to do labor for money, then yes, it is considered a job. Anyways. My sister has her pregnancy and trying to move out to deal with, so she's not really at the store that much. Which to me is absolute bullshit, but whatever. So when she doesn't work, I need to fill in. And I find it totally unfair that I work 3 different jobs while she barely shows up to 1. Oh, sorry, 0. I need to do 3 different jobs juggle around 3 different schedules while she barely shows up to her 0th job. Why can't they just hire someone else? Because money! Because it costs money to pay someone. You better be getting paid buttloads for the family job. Eh. So, we do have staff, but... so we have 3 other staff members, but they only do 1 day a week. Because with my sister and I, it's not necessary for them to work, like, full-time. Because my sister and I, well, we're licensed, we're certified, we can do the job. It's just schedules. I really don't even know why you need this in this galaxy. But whatever. So yeah, my sister, because she has a lot to worry about these days, she doesn't really show up to work all that much. And also, whenever she does, she's late. So, So, hear me out. Whenever I work at the family store, that doesn't instantly mean my sister doesn't go into work as well. So whenever the 2 of us will be there together, well, she never shows up on time. Me showing up on time, she takes it as her ticket to sleep in. It's the family store after all. And if I'm there, periodically she'll leave early. Before the pregnancy, she would often leave just to go get her nails done. Every now and then I would have to pay for it. The screen is black. I can't see what you say. Hell no. Why do you have to pay for her nail shit? Well, I really want to say no to her, but my father taught me too well. My father teaches me the most important thing in this world is family. That's really all that matters. So it's like if your sister needs help with something, you help her. And it's like, God damn it, I was raised too good. I want to say no to her and tell her to fuck off. But it's like, You know what else I find is absolute bullshit? Say fuck off. Was she the favorite? I don't know if my parents have a favorite per se. I feel like my sister and I, we both have our reasons to be loved and hated. I seriously could not do that. Excuse me, I gotta focus on this. Anyway, so, you want to hear some bullshit my dad taught me? Or, not taught me, but told me? So, I complain to my family all the time that, yo, this shit's unfair. She barely has to work, and I'm the one who needs to do 3 jobs? I tell them this is super not fair all the time. Hold on. Okay. So the wheel, the shuffle, the spin. And we will see the results. Looks like puzzle plank. So I tell my family how unfair it is all the time. Like, to the point they're sick of me complaining to them all the time. But, like, what my dad told me was, son, now that your sister's pregnant, you need to work even harder. It's like, excuse me? Why do I need to work harder? Shouldn't you be telling this to her husband? The child's father? Why are you telling me to work harder? Like, I'm not paying for that kid. I'll pay for my own kid if and when I ever have one. Like, you tell me to work harder if I have a wife who's pregnant, then yes, of course. I forget when I mentioned this, if it was while playing this game. Next thing you're gonna tell me is she gets your pay. Oh, hell no. No, she gets her own pay. Anyway, so... I forget if it was playing this game I mentioned this a couple days ago, when my dad asked me what days I'll be working over at the new job. I think this was this past weekend. This past weekend, I told him I'm gonna be working Saturday and Sunday, I think. I think that's how it went. Anyways. So he was just like, working there again? And I'm like, yeah, and pretty soon, I'm gonna be working there full time, at least 5 days a week. So then he told me, well, what's gonna happen with your mother? You know, since your sister and your mother work together right now, and once your sister leaves for her pregnancy, what's gonna happen to your mother? And I just replied, that's not my problem. That's something for you guys to figure out. That's not my problem. And my dad was like, think about if what you just said is right. I'm just like, yeah! Yeah! I meant what I said! Because don't forget, my dad taught me family's the most important thing in this world. Nothing is more important in this world than family. And yes, I agree with that, but like, you know, me saying this like deeply offended him. Deeply hurt him. And I'm just thinking, well yeah, that's your problem. Why is that my problem? Because here's the thing to remember, folks. Before I even got this job, which, not gonna lie, I got really lucky with this one. It was literally just handed to me. I skipped the interview and the resume phase, but whatever. So before I got this job, my family, my sister in particular, really wanted me... Oh my god, oh my god. My sister in particular really wanted me to find a job elsewhere. Like, not at the family store. She wanted me to go out and get a Rio job somewhere. Not only because to earn money, like that's secondary. That's a secondary reason. The first reason is to gain experience. See what it's like to work for someone else out there. If you screw up, you get yelled at, that kind of thing. So she wanted me to, she really wanted me, why did I do that? I could have died. So she really wanted me to find a job out there. Like, really, really wanted me to find a job out there to gain experience. And, you know, she wanted me to find a job so badly to the point where she started applying for me. She would go on Indeed or LinkedIn or whatever. Like, she would go online and actually apply to jobs for me. So, like, out of nowhere, she would tell me, oh, by the way, you have this interview to do in, like, a couple days. Or randomly, I would get phone calls like, hi, did you apply? It's like, yeah, totally. Do you have time to come in for an interview? It's like, yeah. So she applied to jobs for me. And, not gonna lie, is there anything underneath this planet, by the way? No. I think I would have remembered if there was. Like, she was so focused on finding me a job, she didn't really think about anything else. No, not my mom, my sister. Oh, you meant this thing. She was so focused on me finding a job, she didn't think about anything else. She didn't exactly think about the fact that if I did find a full-time job elsewhere, that I wouldn't be working at the family store anymore. Like, I won't be there as often anymore. And keep in mind, at this moment, she really wanted to have a kid. She was really trying to have a kid. She didn't exactly think about, like, what happens if those two things aligned together. What happens if she had a kid and I found a job elsewhere, thus I can't fill in for her anymore? Oops. Didn't exactly think about that, now did we? And, well, that's exactly the case right now. That's exactly what's happening right now. Ah, shit. We gotta do this again. We gotta sit through the entire end credits again. Ah, okay. Let's get it over with. And then we can finally do the second star here. Oh, wait. No, what am I talking about? This is the Prankster Comet. Never mind. There's no credits for this one. Never mind. But doing this, I still should be able to get the letter for the Chimps Challenge at Slimy Spring. So, yeah, like, that's why I'm saying, that's not my problem. You people were the one who wanted me to find a job so badly. Y'all were so desperate for me to find a job. You guys didn't think about anything else. Well, now I have a job. And it's not my problem anymore for you guys to be like, what's gonna happen when your sister has her child and mom is left alone to work? Like, who's gonna work with her? Well, that's not my problem. You guys wanted this. It's not my fault you didn't think about anything else. You didn't think ahead. You are not about to tell me to quit this job, the one that you wanted me to have so badly. Ah, shit. Because, oh, your sister went to have a kid, she can't work anymore, so you gotta fill out for her. You can't work really often or at all at the new job anymore. It's like, you are not about to tell me to do that. How bad of a look would that be as well? Like, the boss, he put his faith into me as a staff worker, because remember what I said. I completely skipped the interview and the resume phase. If you don't know, I'll explain why in just a moment. Like, I completely skipped that. Like, he put his faith in me as a suitable replacement, right? Only for me to just a couple months later be like, yo, I can't work for you anymore. It's like, well, shit, now he has to find a replacement himself. Like, that's not a good look. Anyway, so if you don't know how exactly I got this job and skipped the resume and interview phase, so initially the person working there was an old coworker of ours. So she had this job, but she's currently pregnant and she's about to leave to have her kid. So she needs a replacement. And that replacement is me. So she just told the boss, like, hey, I already found my replacement. Like, okay, cool. Train him, teach him, cool. And that's pretty much how I skipped the interview, skipped the resume. Pretty much thanks to a connection. Like, she needed to find herself a replacement. And, yeah, me. So, she just told the boss man, like, hey, I found someone who can replace me for when I leave to have my kid. Okay, cool. Anyways, continue. Carry on. So yeah, it's like, oh shit. Well, you guys wanted me to have a job so badly. It's not my fault you guys didn't think about, well, what's gonna happen if your sister has a kid and she's not gonna be able to work anymore? Won't you have to fill in? Oh, whoops. You know, it's like, well, you kind of can't have both. You can't have me want... You can't want me having a job elsewhere, and then me filling in for her when it's time for her to go. Like, you just can't have it all. And it's not my fault you guys didn't think ahead. Aw, shit. And you know another thing, too? My sister, like I mentioned, my sister was primarily the one who wanted me to find a job so badly. Sure, my parents wanted that too, but it was my sister, most of all. So she wanted me to find a job elsewhere to gain experience. And I'm just like, why do I need to find a job? Why can't you find a job? Why don't you apply for a job out there? And her reasoning was always, I don't need to, I already have experience. And so I thought about it at least. And I asked Mom and Dad too. I asked, has she ever gotten a job elsewhere before? They said, yeah, at the vet clinic she volunteered at when she did her school. And I'm just like, no, that was for school. Has she ever gotten a full-time paying job elsewhere? No. No, she has not. My life is an absolute joke. Nothing about my life makes sense. You can tell who's the favorite. Well, here's the thing though, like, yes, everyone's happy that she's having a child. My parents are excited to become grandparents, but like, you know, her having a kid isn't the same as their son having a kid. Their son giving them a grandchild. Different generation, you know? And let me tell you, that's especially the case for my grandfather. He kind of doesn't give two shits about my sister. He kind of doesn't care. that my sister's giving him a great-grandchild. He really only cares if I were to give him a great-grandchild. Preferably a son. Again, different generation, you know? Every time I see my grandpa, whenever we do a family dinner or whatever, he's constantly like, so, when are you getting married? Like, you tell Grandpa you're getting married, I will personally pay for the wedding myself. And then he constantly tells me, Grandpa's old. Grandpa's not getting any younger. I would very much like to still be here and see you give me a great-grandson. It's like, damn, Grandpa, I would love to. But I don't think I will. It's not that I don't want to, it's like, well, at my rate, I don't think that's just gonna happen. Well, I jumped way too early there. Ah, the Chimp's Coin Challenge is by far the easiest one. You don't have to combo anything, you know? Your parents always tell me I have to get a kid. Well, hold on now. That kind of sounds a little off there. You sure that's how you want to phrase it? Anyways, I know what you mean. Well, this is why I've been saying. The bloodline may not end with me, but the last name will. At least this portion of the family. There's still hope for my cousin when he's older. My cousin could get married and have a kid one day, and he'll carry on the last name. Did I actually just miss that? When I don't give a shit if I get married or not, I will adopt. Probably hell, I think I want to adopt. It's not the worst thing in the world. There's a lot of orphans out there who could use a loving home, loving parents. It's not a bad idea. I can't imagine being a kid living your entire childhood in an orphanage. That's just how cruel the world is we live in sometimes. Okay, now that we have 100 stars, 500 cigarettes, we can move forward. I think even if I get married and get a kid, I'm gonna try to adopt. Not a bad idea, you know? Everything I just said earlier. What was I about to say? Alright, throw back, throw down. You know what to do here. Throw it back, throw it down. Does this thing's tail ever look like a nut to anyone else? Like maybe... Well, it doesn't look like chestnut. Or like a hazelnut. It looks like some sort of nut to me, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking of the way Peach's pit looks like. Excuse me, what the fuck did you just say? I said what I said. Did I stutter? Don't forget, this is the no Comet Medal run, so we will not be grabbing that Comet Medal down below. At least not until we spin it on the wheel. Watch we spin it on the wheel immediately after finishing this. You know, as a kid, I thought these things was ice. Kind of like the ice enemy we have in this game. Because as a kid, I was too young to understand, oh, blue fire is hot. Hotter than red fire. So it always confused me, why is this fire enemy sending out ice enemies? And you know what else? So earlier tonight at dinner, my brother-in-law asked my mom, what do you want the kid to be? Like, do you want a grandson or a granddaughter? Do you want us to have a boy or a girl? My mom said, a boy. She said, if you have a boy, you can just have a one and done. As in, if you have a girl first, you don't need to try again to have a boy. I mean, clearly, look at me. My existence proves exactly what she just said. You know, my grandpa was mad at my parents for having a granddaughter. Wait, having a daughter first? As if that's something they could control. But from the stories I hear, Grandpa was not happy his first grandkid was a girl. A different generation, right? Like, that's a very Chinese mindset to have. Anyway, so, what was I about to say? Stop colliding the bomb boos! Don't get why people care so much if it's a boy or a girl, you can't control it. Maybe it's actually like what I mentioned earlier, the last name. Because eventually the girl will take the husband's last name, even though I don't think that's really much of the case anymore these days. And you know, if I were to ever, excuse me, if I were to ever become a parent myself, geez, like, I don't know which one I would want. Well, first, you know. If I were to ever have kids, I would like to ideally have one of both. But, like, each one has their own terrifying reasons to have. I feel like a boy might be easier to raise, aside from them doing absolutely stupid shit. Like doing some of the dumbest things you could ever imagine. But like, I feel like a boy might be easier to raise. And I say that because, well, we know, we can only imagine how difficult it is raising a daughter in the teenage years. And believe me, oh shit. Gay son or thought daughter. You spelled the thought wrong. I am not going to answer that. I have my answer, I'm just not going to tell you. But like, yeah, witnessed it myself with how much of a troublemaker my sister was growing up. Witnessing my dad absolutely lose his marbles, yelling at her. And it's just like, ooh, I want no part of that back then, and it's like, damn, I want no part of that in the future. Look, we found a shiny variant! Or would this be more a regional form, since it's a completely different typing? Oh damn, just a moment too soon. Oh, that is bullshit. Don't forget, you have no more coins to heal you up with. Damn, what was I gonna talk about? Looks like a green one followed you back. Don't see those very often. What the hell? Okay, before we continue, we need to go to the wheel, and now we need to add Boss Blitz. Okay, shuffle and spin. We were close. We were actually close to landing on Boss Blitz. Aw, the music was just about to get good. No, screw it, we're gonna hear it. Angelic. I don't want to wake up early for work tomorrow. Why couldn't I have won at the cosmic lottery of being born into a wealthy family? I knew I shouldn't have tried for it. I guess I'll pick that up. Damn, bad timing. Let me see if I can do that triple jump again. Oh, you almost messed it up! I was like a nanosecond off. A nanosecond. These wheels have a hint of green to them. Oh! Up! At least I landed in a gap area. Great, now I gotta make my way back up there. Can I make that? Can I make that? I can. You know what I kind of wish Mario Galaxy levels had? If there was, like, hints of a story to the level. You remember before Tears of the Kingdom came out? Breath of the Wild had all of these Zonai ruins, and people kept making theories on what the Zonai people were. Imagine if we got something like that for the Galaxy games. Okay. Back to the wheel. We were one off. Wait, no, that's Battle Belt. That's a boss blitz. My bad. I was misremembering. Wrong galaxy, whose initials are BB. I want to go to sleep. So, back to the soccer ball of a planet. Why did I pull back and just land into the lava? Bruh, what are you doing? You know, the inside of this planet looks a lot bigger than the outside. And it's very rare in these games to see the inside of a planet actually make sense compared to what we see on the outside. See, these are the things I caught. These are the things I thought Caliente was sending out. Not the blue fire variety. Bruh! See, like, this barely makes sense to the planet we saw on the outside. Well, I tried. I tried to backflip And wall jump, it didn't work. Let's clean up the planet, shall we? As a kid, I would like to do this just because. Ah, so close. You don't often see completely metal planets like this, you know? Especially when they have what looks like skin tags. And we get to do it all over again!
Yes!
Remember this time, spin to get the star bit, so you, because you can't get the coin. I shan't be needing that one up, so I'm not gonna bother getting it. Gonna wait for another one. I probably could have gone, you know, but I'm still gonna wait. And see, no coins. Like, what's the point? It's not gonna heal me anyways. And because I don't get any coins, just gonna be stationary. Well, at least they were nice enough to give checkpoints in this prankster Comet. You know, the fire variants of these enemies in this galaxy have a way to recharge their flame, but not the ice ones. The ice ones got done dirty. They have no way to get their ice abilities back. It's this spot that scares me the most. Because with the gravity and the flimsy controls sometimes, this spot scares me the most in this level. Oh, you better be joking! Ah! I didn't even see that one! At least I don't have to start over. At least me spinning your helmet doesn't count as taking a hit. Nice going. Looks like Flipsville. Alright, Fripsville. Oh, for a second I thought there was no frame. I was thinking, like, can I jump through that? Like, I thought I could jump through that for a second. Before I go... Was it over here? No, it was not. Good job. Walk off the edge now. Bruh. Why? Why you do this to me? I think that might be it in terms of the star bits. Yep. Perfectly timed. Everything. Okay. I don't need your shit. Oh, I'm trying to pick up all the star bits. You know, I remember one time actually having difficulty with this boss. Like, I just could not get her to line up with one of the flip trap things.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, and that was a new clear time? We have very few left to go. Oh, now it's boss splits. We'll get boss splits done and then we'll call it for today. Because I want to go to sleep. I feel like a level like boss splits would have fit better tonally in World 6 than World S. But then again, the entirety of... Well, you know what? I take that back. Not the entirety of World S. I was about to say the entirety of World S is all throwback stages, like with Mario Squared and Stone Cyclone and Twisty Trials. But no, what about, you know, Rainbow Road? What the hell was it called again? You know, and then you also have, Flip Out Galaxy. How much you want to bet? Getting the Comet medal for this galaxy will trigger the Prankster Comet for this galaxy. Because I think that was the case in... Well, I was about to say vanilla, but like if you played the game normally. There wasn't one more? Could have sworn there was one more. Oh, guess not. 1 second, broski. Who's actually tried shooting these things in star bits? Where is he? Oh, I thought he was coming from that direction. Your obstacles almost got in my way. Oh! What did I say this thing looked like? I also love how this thing's design at its core is like a billboard design. Like, is that what the gaming term is? I always just called it like a gyroscope design, where, you know, depending on how you view it, right? Ooh, managed to get both hits in before the second hand formed back. That's good. What happens if I, like, shoot you in the eye? Oh! I didn't know you could just destroy one of them like that. You know, I always thought that thing was... the red part was this thing's tongue. No, I think that's its heart. I always thought that was Boulder Geist's tongue. I did it just in time. Oof. Oh, that's surprising. No prankster comment. Anyways, gonna call it here for today. Next time we will likely finish with the rest of the remaining Comet medals, and then we will move on to likely the green stars. Okay, bye everyone.